Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Scanning the field, it's Ruiz. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy is open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Winton. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Tom, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. They get Set for the point afters, we have the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to pass, it's Ruiz. He's got him this time. Speeding down the left side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throwing right. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Winton. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
across the 25. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. And that makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Coming out with it, it's Dahl. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Give to the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Ruiz. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
The Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Hines on the move. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the wideout. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense now. They haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll blow it dead just about the 45-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for lost yards.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working for the goal line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. In receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To throw, it's Ruiz. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Badgers moving quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It's complete to the left. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's done. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes the grab. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Behind the chains now on second and long. Let's go. Back to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. He might want another play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This time it's complete. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Working that left side. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air on second down. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. Gonna swing it on second down. Here comes the heat. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Ruiz. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A huge opportunity, guys, for this offense to take over after the fumble recovery and start first and goal. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Wisconsin, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8-ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Smalls. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Winton. Inside the 45. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. ends of the field. That gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Fakes to grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So here comes the Michigan offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to... There he goes! Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that.
The give out of the gun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner goes down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Going to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. Here's the punt high into the air. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got it in the middle. It's Benedict. Breaks free. Past the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Wisconsin, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents here.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Swings it out to his running back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Parker. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Benedict. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Wisconsin, 0.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that